Hello students, in our last class we have discussed the rhyming scheme of the poem written in March by William Wordsworth. And student, today we are going to discuss a new thing regarding this poem. And this is poetic devices. So what are poetic devices? So students, suppose you are at your home, in your own room. We always try to make our home, our room more beautiful than as usual. We sometimes hang some paintings, or pictures, bring flowers to our house, paints it. All this we just do in order to make it more beautiful. And these poetic devices, these are certain techniques, certain skills which are used in order to make a poem more beautiful and more interesting. Students, the main poetic devices that we are going to discuss today are metaphor and simile. Students, what are metaphor and similes? In order to know about this, first of all, look at the examples that I have mentioned here. Number 1, in the simile section, her heart is like a gold. And number 1 itself in the metaphor section is her heart is gold. Number 2, the world is like a stage. In the metaphor section, the world is a stage. Number 3, he eats like a pig. On the other hand, he is a pig. Number 4, you are like a rock. On the other hand, you are a rock. Number 5, your eyes are like sunshine. On the other hand, you are my sunshine. Number 6, poor as dirt. On the other hand, sea of sand. So student, here in this picture itself you can see that two divisions are drawn, one for similes and one for metaphor, and under these two divisions some examples have been given. And first, please take out the first example. Her heart is like gold. Again, her heart is gold. Here in both the lines you can see that here the heart of a girl is being compared with gold. But in the simile section, a word like is used, and in the metaphor section, the word like is not used. Again, in example 2, the world is being compared with the stage here in both the examples. But in the simile part, the word like is used. On the other hand, the like is not there. Then in number 3, here the eating we have compared a boy or a man with a pig. But in the first example, like is given, and in the second example, the like is not there. And this is the same case for the rest 3 examples also. In one place, like is given, and in the other place, the like is not there. Means in the simile part, we have used like, but in metaphor part, we have not used this like. But the works of both the devices are to compare one thing with another thing. So from this example itself, I hope that you have got some idea regarding similes and metaphors. Now let me tell you what are these. A simile is a comparison of two different things using the words like or as. On the other hand, metaphor is a comparison of two different things that doesn't use the words like or as. It means that students, simile and metaphor, both of their works is to compare different things, but the simile uses the words like or as while while doing the comparison, but the metaphor, it doesn't use the words like or as. So students, I think that you have got some idea regarding simile and metaphor. And students, why we have discussed about this simile and metaphor? Because in your poem itself there is a mention of the simile or metaphor, and a question is also given here. The question is like that: in one line of the poem a simile is used. Can you find it out? What are the things that are being compared? What is the similarity? So first of all, in the question it is given that a simile is there, because it means that in the poem there will be the use of like, where there is the use of simile. So here in the poem itself we can see that the word like is used in the first line of the second paragraph. Like an army defeated. It means that here the poet uses the poetic device of simile. Now here I have mentioned the answer of the question. So the line is like an army defeated. Here the melting of snow is compared to a defeated army. The similarity between the two is that now the snow has went back, making a way for the spring season to take over the earth, like the defeated armies retreating from the battleground, indicating an end of difficult times. So student, this question is given in your page number 39 in question number 5. Please note it down in your copies, including today's date. And here itself another question is given, and it is question number 6. Here the question is: complete the following animal similes with the help of the words given. It means that here you can see that a few words has been given, which you have to put in the dashes below. And here the questions are describing some animal similes, means here the nature of the animals are being compared, means some qualities are being compared with some animals. So the answers I have mentioned here, they will be: number 1, as free as a bird; number 2, as eager as a beaver; number C, as happy as a lark; number D, as stubborn as a mule; number E, as hairy as a gorilla; and number F, as diligent as an ant. So student, this is the end of our today's class. I hope that you have well understood these two important figures, poetic devices from this poem, which are metaphor and simile. And student, in this poem itself there is no mention of metaphor, but only simile. But I have mentioned the definitions and the uses of both the poetic devices as just for your better understanding, because both the things are interrelated with each other. If you don't understand the one, the other will be very much difficult for you. That's why I have mentioned the information of both the poetic devices here. And for you have to just remember the uses of simile and how the simile has been used in this poem. And I have already given you the question answers regarding the similes. And student, that's it. This is the end of our today's class. And as today we have discussed a very new thing for all of you, that's why I am not proceeding any further. And in tomorrow's class only, I will describe or discuss a few more important question answers from this poem with all of you. Thank you so much.